Yes, the sweet, sweet sounds of another episode of Social Distance Drinking Club. Thank you all for joining us, and sorry we missed you on Sunday. It was wild. Everybody was in different places. Adam Green, who is currently frozen for some reason and looks adorable in that freaking face.
Off to a good start.
Adam Green left his house, which is insane. Someone let him out of the house. He had to dodge the Rona. It was like a bad zombie land type thing, but he was out. He was about, dodging the Rona. It's good training. But here we are.
Waiting at the invisible enemy, you're probably likely to hit it a few times, so that's good.
Well, and I've heard stories from parents saying that their kids are like, I'm running away from the coronavirus, mommy, because they just have somehow,
They might be.
It's a month. It's a month. But hey, we're back. Sorry, you guys, sorry we missed you guys on Sunday. But hey, we're here. It's Tuesday. It's Takeout Tuesday. We've got some of our favorite folks from the Breadfruit Rum Bar, Danielle, Leoni, and Dwayne Allen are going to be joining us in just a few minutes to talk. And they've got food for you guys to pick up. You've got a chance to get some jerk chicken, and you can pick it up on Friday. We're going to talk about it a little more. But before that, we always start the show with a "What are you drinking?" And we'll go around the room. Tell us in the comments what you're drinking. Hang tight. Danielle and Dwayne are going to join us in just a second. Adam Ledford, what do you
got? Since we hadn't seen our fun friend Brett in a while, I decided to do Stone Face Brewing's Footbread about it.
Footbread.
I was going to save it, but let's face it, we're all going to die, so I'm going to drink what I want.
Fair enough.
I like that it says it's dry hopped Brett. That could pretty much be my beer name.
Or a t-shirt.
Or the way people describe your basketball game, dry hopped Brett.
Fair. Or my sense of humor.
Adam Green, you made it back safely from your trip. What are you beveraging?
Finally stayed up with my Las Frescas, the Pitaya. A little behind on this one. I've had them, been trying to figure out the right time to drink one. And to Ledford's point, we're all going to die, so I might as well start lighter right now before getting into the heavy stuff over the next however many,
I'm glad this is a great time for us to just be as macabre as possible and say, hey, we're all going to die.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like you started with the heavy stuff and then worked into the lighthearted comment, Adam.
I've been meaning to open this. I had 2 cans, and there's actually more Frescas coming down the pike from Ren House. I'm like, I should probably start drinking the ones I do have.
Fair enough. Brett Berry, welcome home, buddy. It's good to have you. People who missed you.
It's been a little while.
What you got?
So I have fresh from Tucson, Pueblo Vida Pseudo Tsuga. I don't know if I've got too much glare on my screen there. It's a double. I believe it's a double IPA. No.
Well, I have a healthy pour of rum right here. And to go with that healthy pour of rum and in honor of our dear friends joining us, I've also got this delicious Big Marble ginger beer. It is nice and spicy. It's delicious. And if you haven't had it, you should totally look it up because bigmarble.com and you can get some. You'll find out more in a minute. But this pour of rum needs some ginger beer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, man.
That's a good sound. A real good sound.
It's really good. Really, really good. PJ's drinking some Study Break. I think I saw that JJM, Mr. Mankey, you got a 2014 every tweak.
Yeah, they're not messing around, PJ or Mankey. Those are some.
There's no jokes to
quality.
So I really want to know, how's the coffee on that 6-year-old tweak right now? It seems like the coffee falls off thing is more of a myth than a reality. So
we'll find out in a moment. But speaking of moments, I think this is a great moment. Oh, Victoria says, love Big Marble. Hey, so do we. So does anyone we've had a chance to put this in their hands. Everyone's excited about it. So get a hold of it, bigmarble.com. But without further ado, I gotta drop one of you guys off to make room for our friends. But we're gonna bring our friends in, and then all right. Well, I didn't like you anyways.
I volunteer as tribute.
Brett has been gone for a while. But before we do that, we'll bring everybody on so we can talk to them together. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guests, Danielle, Leoni, and Dwayne Allen of the Breadfruit and Rum Bar.
Hello.
Hey guys. What are you guys drinking? Because we always ask everybody what they're drinking.
Right now we went to Genuine. It's off of Roosevelt and Central, and we bought some sparkling wine to start the evening with. So it's a prosecco, and then we already have queued up, which might be kind of like predictable, right? We have Big Marble and a big cup of ice and some Goslings.
Well, I mean, coincidence. We're both drinking Big Marble right now. That's
What are
why.
the odds?
I mean, what? What? I didn't see that. Like together? That's it's so good, by the way. I want you to know I was feeling a little bit under the weather this weekend, and I'm convinced that the only reason it was a 24-hour bug was because I crushed a bottle of this the moment I felt sick.
Man, are you kidding me? There's so much ginger in that thing.
I'm serious.
That's going to kill anything that you have going on.
Yeah. There's an obscene amount of ginger in my fridge now because when I called my family and said I wasn't feeling well, they just showed up with like, I don't know, like 6 pounds of ginger.
6 pounds of ginger beer?
No, just ginger. But I've got enough to probably make your next batch in my fridge right now. There's a lot. Well, what's going on with you guys? You guys have been busy. We haven't talked to you in a while. You've been all over the place. Last I saw, other than this jerk chicken pop-up that you've got going on Friday, you posted a photo of a video conference you had with Jose Andres?
Right? Like, how is it that you wake up in the morning and, like, your stupid Zoom meeting is actually with Jose Andres? You're like, what? You're, like, fully engaged, right? You're like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I don't need to drink my coffee. You're like, what did you say? Yes.
Tell me more, Jose.
Tell me everything.
Tell me more, Jose.
This is what happens when you single-handedly decide to save all of Arizona's restaurant industry. You need some heavy hitters, man. You can't do this on your own. You know, you got to reach out. You got to build a team.
And that's the guy. I mean, you know,
that's the guy.
I got a short list of like celebrity TV chefs that I actually wanted to meet or want to meet. R.I.P. Bourdain, he's gone, so I can't. Jose Andres was the next one on the list. And I hate that I missed him by like an hour in Vegas, but I did. And David Chang, I've checked off the list, which is great. I've met, the famous Danielle Leoni, so I'm good. That's it.
Seriously, like just check all the rest off too. So.
So tell us about the pop-up. I guess, is it okay to call it a pop-up? Is it going to happen every week?
It's like a restaurant we've had for over a decade, but it's totally a pop-up.
Well, because Stephen Jones keeps calling his hot chicken thing a pop-up. So
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, and I love his chicken. It's we crazy.
Yes, for sure.
So, like it's closed, but is it a pop-up? As in, like, is it just going to happen once this month, or is it going to be something you're going to try and do every week?
Okay, so we decided to bring back jerk chicken for everybody because, I mean, there's like super selfish reasons. Like I really would love to eat jerk chicken because I'm super like jonesing for it. But, right? Like I've eaten this thing like 5 days a week for 12 years and it just got like ripped away from me. I'm like freaking out.
Well, really, you don't know how much you're jonesing. I will check in with all of you on Saturday, and that's when how much you've been jonesing will set in. After you've eaten it all and there's no more, yeah, that's when it'll set in. It'll make sense to you then.
I have to put in my order, and I hope it's not too late. I hope everyone watching right now, so that you know, you guys can put in an order. I'm going to put the website in here in a moment so you can see it, and I'm even going to show everybody how to do it. So that's simple.
Pop out. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Dude, can we get rum punch to go?
Yes. We have this giant vat of rum
10
punch.
gallons.
10 gallons.
At least.
And it's been sitting since March. Like this, like it's our shrubs, it's our bitters, it's like our fresh squeezed juices. And it's all just been like getting together in this giant vat for months.
Oh.
Can we do like BYOG, like bring your own gallon jug? And
like a 64-ounce growler that you would use for beer, but instead, can we just fill it with shrubbery rum punch?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't care. You come, we'll fill it. Like we're not messing around. Like give the people rum punch. So
we'll have to get in line. Chris is already queued up.
He has actually. Chris has reserved a gallon of rum punch. Seriously.
I feel like there's a lot of excitement right now, and I want to give a moment real quick. So, guys, this is happening. It is a thing. But there's a picture of that, and like, that's a whole chicken you get if you order, right? It's a whole 2-wash ranch chicken. Is that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Like marinated, all jerked, rubbed in that marinade, grilled, crispy. You see, like all that caramelization. That's a real picture of that. That's what's going to be in your box. It's a whole chicken.
I didn't have pearls to clutch or anything to dab the sweat off my forehead just now.
I'm already starting to sweat. I'm gonna get all flustered.
Oh my!
Shout out to Dave over at 2-Wash Ranch. You know, really, when we were inspired to do this because our farmers, particularly farmers who supply restaurants, they're having a tough time right now for obvious reasons, right? Restaurants are shut down and such like that. So, you know, this was also our way to really, you know, cue in with these folks and be able to help them, you know, weather this storm. And so, yeah, it's really, if you've ever had our jerk chicken, man, I mean, Dave does a wonderful job with this chicken. So fabulous.
It's the only place we'll buy chicken, Yusuf. So, like, you can come and support the Breadfruit, eat something super tasty, but then you can, like, save a rancher, right? It's like do-gooding and, like, amazing drunkenness and tastiness all in one bundle.
Delicious do-gooding.
What else would you want?
Exactly. And you know I've had your jerk chicken plenty of times. As a matter of fact, I was probably in the old the pioneering group of people who came in for that in 07, 08, right? In 08.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Yes, you're true. You're right.
I'm like, that was the days of carrot juice and jerk chicken and festival bread, and nobody knew that they were missing out. Everyone was taking a left to go eat, you know, junk food, and I was like, "Hey, what's the place over here?"
Can we also get?
I like that. I think that's gonna be our next T-shirt. Are you kidding me?
I'm okay with it. I would be okay with wearing that, and this is fine too. FYI, I had to drop the Simba Lion King shirt today. So, but yeah, jerk chicken hipster. Let's do it. Let's make that a thing. Also, a great name for a beer.
Back in my day, I had jerk chicken. Had to walk 15 miles in the snow uphill. Get it.
By the way, speaking of jonesing for the breadfruit food, I would humbly put in a request for the ability to order some grilled plantains because I love them.
Okay. All right. Maybe the next go around we'll throw down some of that, right?
Well, I
Take
was
that into existence.
Brett, I wasn't going to bring it up, but I'm glad you did. So, you know, I mean, I feel like I get judged around here for talking about plantains. So I'm just going to leave that alone. But thank you, sir. Yes. Know that I co-signed your request.
So, what spurred the idea to do this? Because I know that you've been adamantly, championing this whole push for helping out Arizona restaurants, but staying safe and staying as safe as possible. So you've been closed, and now you're putting out something for people to come pick up. Because when we spoke on the show, you had mentioned it wasn't sustainable for you to have it to go. Most of your in general is, it's plated differently. It's beautifully presented. Excuse me. It's a lot of seafood dishes. Like you said, who the hell wants microwave scallops? And it hurt you to think someone was going to go home and microwave these delicious diver scallops, So, but jerk chicken, 2-Wash Ranch, I mean, I see where you were going, but where did the thought come from and how did that take off?
Okay, so it's always weighing out like the cost and the benefits, right? So there's a couple things at play, and like I guess we'll have to get a little bit serious here because the state of the restaurant industry is so much as I see all my friends that are chefs that own restaurants. We've tried to reopen and they're all shutting down. And it has these crazy consequences on like the future of their restaurants and their ability to ever reopen, right? But then I think that's really what makes news, like my well-being as a chef or a restaurateur. What doesn't make news, right, is like the guy that supplies that jerk chicken. What doesn't make news is like the family that grew my vegetables. And that, honestly, you guys, like if they're not okay, it really doesn't matter if I can pay my rent because when I open my doors, I won't have food to buy. So Dwayne and I had to get real about it and say like, if Dave Jordan is struggling, if McClendon Farm is struggling, like we have to step up and be really hyper specific about this and figured a way how to support our food chain, the supply chain. So we figured, okay, so we can totally mitigate risk because we're not just standing around waiting for you all to order something. Like you have to go online, you have to pre-order this. So my chefs, me and my chefs, we're gonna know exactly how much we have to cook, what we have to box, and that way we're not just standing around arbitrarily. So we can be very precise. Like we're gonna knock all these boxes out, we're going to clean this, we're going to sanitize it, and we're just going to get out of here. We're going to push out your orders, go home, and then that restaurant lays dormant. Because my chicken grower, Dave, he can't give us these chickens, you guys, probably for another 3 weeks. I have to aggregate chickens on a weekly basis. And I won't have enough to do it till next month.
I mean, part of it also has to do with the fact that he's had to scale back his operations because, you know, we've routinely for years bought on a weekly basis, right? And so, you know, what he's down to right now is really just what he can produce in order to survive. And so in order for us to be able to do this, like Danielle said, we've been saving up for weeks. You know, Dave, how many chickens do you have? We'll take them. And we've just been collecting up chickens until we got to a point where we thought we had a reasonable amount to ensure that, you know, that when you want to order, you can put in an order and that there'll be enough chickens for everybody. Reasonably so, everybody. Not everybody, but, you know, enough people.
Not really everybody.
Yeah.
We're nearly sold out.
This is the local business, local food and beverage business ecosystem. And right. And this is how you have to sustain it. And I love that because I think a lot of people, you're right, don't necessarily think about the fact that restaurants and chefs who choose to use locally sourced ingredients and support local agriculture and, you know, whether even if it's a spice maker, anything like that, they don't realize that like supporting that restaurant also helps support local businesses that feed those products to them. So
yeah,
right.
Exactly.
You also have to think about all the people all the folks that those, you know, that those businesses employ. You know, we can just real quick off the top, you know, there's Hayden Flour Mill. We buy all our flours come from Hayden Flour Mill. You know, the majority of our produce comes from Bob McClendon and Maya's farm and the farmers market across the way, you know, and we talk about Dave. So there's this gigantic ecosystem, you know, all this interconnectivity that is dramatically impacted. So when we pull our plug, when we close our doors, all these folks, and if you think about, you know, for farmers, the food's already in the ground. It's coming out of the ground. You know, the produce is coming out. The chickens are ready, you know? So yeah, it's a giant ecosystem that has to be considered.
Yeah. So thanks for buying chickens and like keeping everything viable and moving. So when this crap is over, we can just open and go back to what it was.
Because we all need that.
I think
Right?
we need to test the influence of our show and see if we can get hashtag chicken choke point to trend.
Oh,
Chicken what?
Chicken choke point.
like, you know, like an impasse,
please.
like a bottleneck, right?
Mr. Moderator, would you have him elaborate, please?
I wouldn't click that. I wouldn't click that hashtag. You might not like what you see.
Yeah. I mean, jerk chicken hipster, maybe as a hashtag, people would be like, what is that? But like, point sounds like a bad TikTok challenge that your parents would look at if you were any younger. So
that takes jerk chicken hipster pushes it into like dirty old man territory. I remember when they call it snatch chicken, but we can't say that anymore.
Oh boy!
Guys,
You can be farming dirty.
That's the hashtag we need.
I was hoping this wouldn't be the last time Dwayne and Danielle joined us on the show, but you did it, boys. Yeah, you did it.
I am blushing over here. You guys don't even see it.
I think, Adam Green, did you have a question you want to pop in here? Jerk chicken dance. We should 100%, guys, tell me what you think. Dwayne, Danielle, what if hashtag jerk chicken dance, and then anyone who gets an order, they can post their jerk chicken dance when they get home and they get that chicken.
Ooh, like the happy dance.
Oh, that's going to be so sweet. I'm going to die laughing.
And then tag you guys in it, right? And then maybe somebody could win, I don't know, some cool big marble stuff that maybe you'll tell us about in a minute.
Absolutely. I think it's actually a great idea. So we can thank Ken Colburn for inspiring that. And he will be the first person to submit his jerk chicken dance.
Yes.
Or we cannot move forward.
Actually, I think Ken may not be here or doing it. We're still going to see his jerk chicken dance, I'm sure. But real quick, Adam Green, did you have a question you want to pop in and ask? And if you did, then that's a great idea to pop some.
Yeah, it was like, I know you guys have a lot of loyal customers and everything, but is there any danger or concern when you are just closed with nothing, like none of the pop-ups, pop-outs, or whatever? It's kind of like the Breadfruit becomes out of sight, out of mind for people. Like, you want to still be a place where people go to, but if you guys are closed for 3, 4, 5 months, whatever the case may be, it's like, is there any fear that people maybe even move on and just kind of find other places? Is that something you guys ever think about?
If you think you can move on and find a more delicious jerk chicken or a more fantastic rub punch,
Go for it.
go for it.
Go
Knock
for it.
yourself out.
Go for it. Listen, I think you got to understand. I know I'm a bit of a jerk chicken hipster, a Breadfruit bougie guy, maybe, but they've been around a while.
No, I know.
Cement in the ground
I think I know what you're talking about, though, because a lot of restaurants are reopening, even though they don't think that it's the best decision, like for their staff or themselves, because they're afraid that they're not staying relevant and that they will be forgotten and replaced. So it's a real question you asked.
Sure.
I understand what you're
You
saying.
asked it way better than I did just now.
So people are doing that. And like the really sad thing about it is like they're putting themselves at risk and their staff at risk and their communities at risk because they're afraid of when they are, if they're able to open their doors, that people won't remember to come back. And there's a lot of new businesses, right? Like we're lucky we've been around for 12 years. Not everybody's that, entrenched in their communities. So I see that. Fortunately, it's not an issue we have, but we think by taking action, like to save restaurants through the Restaurants Act or through ASRC, that we can like give these newer restaurants or less known restaurants a lifeline and a way to like make it through. So even when COVID's over, like we still have like a real struggle, right? All of us to like go through, and we're hoping that we can do what we can to support the people that are just not as established as us.
One of the things we've said, we've always shared with our staff is that, what separates the Breadfruit is that we insist on giving people a reason to show up. And I think that's true for any restaurant that's worth its salt, right? Anybody can serve some food, but I mean, let's face it, there's so much more to going to a restaurant and loving a restaurant than simply the food. It's about the experience. If you cultivate an experience that encourages people to come, that give people a reason to come, they'll show up, man. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. Whether we're talking about the Breadfruit and Rub Bar or if we're talking about any other restaurant, that remains the same. If you give people a reason to come, they'll come. Whether that's today or 2 years from now, they'll show up as long as it's a compelling reason.
And I need a cigar and some rum cream action happening. You know what? March was the month for that too. It's like it's enough, but that was my time, man. I was ready to come out there.
Whole humidor and cigars, like we couldn't even deal with that. Like we lost them all. Like nobody wants to sit in a patio without service. I'm not trying to sit out there without a waiter.
I'm gonna break your heart right now, Yusuf. A cigar company sent us 24 cigars, and they sent it to our home because the restaurant's closed. And I opened the box and I had no interest in a single one of them. I said, what am I gonna do with these? I can't smoke these. There's only one place to enjoy a good cigar. You know where that is.
Yeah, I do. We've done it many times.
I couldn't do it.
We've done it many times.
A lot of cigars.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't even know, like, they know of the Breadfruit, they know about the Breadfruit. A lot of people who know the Breadfruit I've spoken to don't know that, like, you can go sit out back and smoke a cigar for dessert on the patio with a nice, delicious beverage. So,
Speaking of beverages, we're going to pour ourselves a dark and stormy.
You're going to make a dark and stormy?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to show everyone the order page real quick, and then I want to go back to what we were talking about and what you've been doing in terms of saving Arizona restaurants and the Saving Restaurants Act and everything. So real quick, guys, I'm gonna drop you for a second so that this actually shows up correctly on the screen for us. There you go. So we've got that right there. This is thebreadfruit.com, and you just go to thebreadfruit.com and hit shop, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yep, you got it.
There you go. You can go on there and order. There are 43 orders left, okay?
Oh,
43 orders left. That's not a lot.
that's out of 125 we just posted yesterday.
Okay,
Get
listen,
your
I
chicken.
gotta go put mine in like right after the show. If it goes down, if you get a notification that says like 5 orders, just hold one for me. All right. Like, if it
Absolutely.
guys,
Got you.
it is literally just thebreadfruit.com. You can go there and click shop. I'm gonna put it in here. It's www.thebreadfruit.com, and it'll be in the comments and on your screen right now. You said 125 orders, and we posted it yesterday. We're down to 43 right now.
Yeah, cutoff is Thursday night, so you have a couple of days to get those 43 orders in. That's it.
Make it happen, people. If you're not, because otherwise you're missing out on this right here. That's what you're missing out on. Plus, we get to throw in some rum punch, right? So, where's that? Is that on an order form here?
Where's that? Where is that? That's the question. It's a giant punch bowl right there.
Look at that.
Old-timey rum punch.
Oh,
That's a bottle of rum punch. It serves 3 people, and it's the most popular drink that we have ever sold, like continuously. Like everybody comes in to get this drink, and it's called a rum punch, not because it's fruity. It's because it'll put you on your ass. Like it packs a punch.
Oh, I'm putting in my order as soon as it's over.
We've been training for this thing for 120 days.
Like since March,
Since
mid-March.
yeah, so
May, June, July, like 3 months we've been working on this punch.
Tasting, adjusting, seasoning.
I noticed you didn't have a quantity on this one, which means you clearly have a whole lot of rum punch.
We have 10 gallons. We should put a ticker on it because seriously, Christmas Beth just took an entire gallon of it.
I'm pretty sure he just ordered four of these, right? Did he not?
He might ask for 4 gallons when he shows up, but we're capping Chris McBeth at 1 gallon. Put that on the record, somebody.
It's the responsible thing to do.
Not fair.
All right, breadfruit.com. Order your stuff. We're going to move on to our next topic. I'm going to bring the boys back real quick. Brett Berry had a question for you, so I'm going to bring him back first.
Yeah, well, first off, don't let Chris McBeth convince you to fill a Thirst Buster cup when he's driving home, just for everybody's safety. No, but Yusuf was touching on what I was going to ask you guys about, because you guys have been, you talked on how a lot of people, they only see the restaurant as like the public-facing operation of the business. There's a lot of things upstream and downstream, and you guys have been leaders both in terms of how to react and adapt, but also in terms of the restaurant industry. I know I saw there was a while there where on AZ Central I had a lot of videos popping up and advocating on the behalf of a lot of restaurants. I wanted you guys maybe talk about updates on what successes you guys have had, what challenges you guys have had, what you're trying to maybe still kind of get through the government to try to help support businesses and the businesses that support them.
Well, let's talk about some of the successes that we had. From the very beginning, we formed the Arizona Small Restaurant Coalition, and we're really excited that over 1,200 businesses across the state. Really, it wasn't just limited to Phoenix and the metro area. I mean, there are places in Flagstaff, Page, Tucson, across the state. And some of the initial things we asked for was, for example, prohibition on eviction for small businesses, and the governor did take action on that. Some extensions on liquor license and such like that. That was really good work, and we were really appreciative and grateful that the governor took action. But there are still some outstanding items that we're pressing the state and legislature and the governor to take action on. But for now, the focus has been on the national level, and Danielle is a part of the Independent Restaurant Coalition, which is a national body that's doing really, really wonderful work.
Yeah, so we've been working locally because that's who we are. Like we work and live in downtown Phoenix, and we just think about our immediate community. So we were like, well, we need to tell our governor that we need this help, which totally makes sense, right? And like we said, Brett, like we had some response, like he did respond and did some really cool stuff. And then he just kind of fell off the grid. We're like, oh my God, but we still need more stuff.
Right.
And then I was lucky enough to get involved with the Independent Restaurant Coalition and become part of their leadership. And so right now, what we've realized is that we need really we need like help from like a larger scale, the federal level. And there's the Restaurants Act. So this week through ASRC, we're going to push out a campaign throughout the state of Arizona to help everybody. So like you don't have to be a restaurateur or a chef. Like anybody that cares about the industry will be able just to put in their name and their zip code, and it pops off this email to all of the delegation. So all their Congress people. And like just like that, it sends this little note like, hey, we support restaurants and the Restaurants Act, like just save small restaurants. And it's cool because it's geared towards little restaurants like the Breadfruit, like our scale, not Shake Shack, but
Right.
Like really,
yeah, not you, Shake Shack. Not you.
Not you and your awesome freaking burgers. Shut up.
Stop taking millions of dollars from people who need the money, Shake Shack. Sorry, go ahead.
So that's what we're working on now. But yeah, it's getting some traction. It was really cool because Senator Sinema, she actually co-sponsored the bill. So it's bipartisan, meaning it's not like a political issue. Like people that are Republican or Democrat, it doesn't really matter. We have like all of our elected officials are just signing on.
That's great.
And it really, yeah, right? Like it shows that like everybody understands that this is an industry in distress and we need some specialized help because like what we talked about, like we're the ones that like buy the meat and the vegetables and the linens and like we're like this, like we're like the hub, you know, where like everything needs to like feed into. So we're working hard. We've been at it for months and we just keep identifying new ways to help everybody because like I really like it doesn't matter to me if the Breadfruit is there if like Stephen isn't there from Larder or Charlene from F&B or like all of our friends that have restaurants like that's the coolest stuff about the Valley, right? Like
it is.
Yeah. Cool little spots like B&T or whatever. Like you have to have them all.
I have told so many people that I think Phoenix and Arizona in general punches way above its weight class, and the quality for the price for food and drink is, amazing. So I really appreciate the efforts you guys are putting forth because I've already seen a couple of restaurants that I love go under for good, and I don't want any more to happen because that's one of the reasons I love where I live.
Yeah, us too. I want great food and drinks. Yeah.
I want to quickly tell people how they can take part in helping save restaurants and being supportive in this situation. I know that there is a bill we just talked about, but like, what can they do? How can they, for example, you said there's a website they can go to, and boom, they can email their Congress folks.
Yep, absolutely. So you're going to see it probably the next day, push on social media. There's a link that we have that we just put up in like the chat, but it just goes right to the web form. And all you do is just put in your name and your zip code pretty much. And then it sends out an email to the delegation, like the entire congressional delegation for the state of Arizona, just saying, hey, we support restaurants. Like, take a look at this because I called Congresswoman Debbie Lesko's office today, and her legislative assistant, the person that's all in charge of this, said she's never even heard of it. Like these people don't even know that there's an effort to save restaurants, y'all. Like this is so you're not even like convincing anybody. You're just like, hey, this exists. We actually care.
Don't judge them all by Debbie Lesko, though. That's all I had. I'll remove myself.
Also, she will become Debbie Lesko will become aware of it when we add the hashtag jerk chicken dance and jerk chicken choke point to the social media posts.
Jerk chicken choke point for sure, Brett.
This whole time, that's what this campaign needed to push it over the top, huh? Brett, you're a genius.
That's it. Did we see this already? Because I laughed at that. That was really funny. But
Well said.
that was funny. I didn't think anyone noticed while you were talking, but I gave a little extra.
Now, look, we appreciate everything you guys do and want to see you guys be successful and all the other great food and drink places. So anything we can do to help raise visibility, I think I can speak for all of us to say we're fully in support.
Well, it's a thing. There it is, guys. The Restaurants Act of 2020. And you're not bugging your congressperson because that's proof right there. You just said it. They didn't even know.
Also,
you're not
they
even, like-
represent us all, so you're not bugging.
Yeah. Also, we
That's
all
their
should
job.
fucking bug our Congress people all the time.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, we don't talk to these people, even though like they're the ones that make the decisions that like determine how we live our lives. But we're just like, I don't know, no big deal. Here, I'll put this is actually the link.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
So that's the link that people can fill out that will send the email to their Congress, all of the Arizona Congress people.
perfect.
Yeah. And you're going to see it all over social media like within the next day or so too.
I'm posting this in the comments right now. Take a look, guys, and support your local restaurants. Let me get us all back together so we're close. I didn't like how far away we were. It was too socially distant, so I just wanted to
Is that the theme you said?
Now we have to digitally socially distance? Come on.
Hey, I'm gonna need 6 feet, everybody.
This COVID stuff is powerful.
Bring it in. But now you guys have to get closer. See, the window is tight. See what happened? Well, not you.
Oh,
I mean,
no, I get it now.
I was like,
Really like it's a
like,
bar top.
Can we do?
oh, good. We got a green freeze. That's what we call it when Adam Green freezes. It's a green freeze.
That's
I like
actually
that.
fair. That's one of the nicer things that happens.
Let's see if you can freeze his face on the Chicken Choke Point hashtag promotion. It only works if we really embrace it, you guys. Gotta put all our efforts here.
It's the only way it works. I'm going to put it up here on the screen as well. saverestaurants.com/takeaction.
Excellent.
I'm sure if you even just go to saverestaurants.com, you'll find a take action button somewhere in your face.
It
When you-
pops up, it's there.
I'm going to commit to doing it right after the show. It's happening. I'm going to the
If
website.
you're not too drunk.
Thank you.
So
Yeah,
one of
you're
the
so much fun.
real quick, one of the amazing things that we have is that we can do call to actions because we're not prohibited from doing so. So if you like the show, if you like the Breadfruit, if you like the idea of eating at restaurants, movie theaters are already dead. Let's not have restaurants go to it as well. Now's the time. Just like, look at this, paste it, share it across social media, do the thing. Tell your family members. I mean, tell them that, CJ's Pizza is on the ropes and they need to do whatever they can to save whatever chain too. Seriously, I mean, just get your friends and family to do this. This is your chance to do something very, very easy. And thank you guys for making this as easy as possible. Like it seems like a 1 or 2 click procedure to actually make your voice heard. And yeah, I mean, we can't do more for you than that, friends of the show. Like literally, this is as easy as it will ever get. I guess we could put a clickable link in the comments, and then it would be that much easier. But that's it.
Which I did. I did that. And
It's literally as easy as it can get. Go.
there's only one other thing you can do to help support your favorite local restaurants and businesses. It's wear a mask and wash your damn hands.
Show
Hey.
hands.
Yeah.
Mask.
Wear a
Mask it
mask.
up. Mask it up. You gotta mask it up. Mask it up.
I mean, come on. Y'all nasty. Just wash your hands.
Was that your boss?
PJ, you're the show.
All right, PJ, get on it.
Thank you, PJ. Nicely done. Thank
Nice.
you.
Imagine if everybody who's watching right now just took 2 seconds, copy and paste, hit send. I mean, even if you don't fill it out, send it to all your friends. Some of them will fill it out. If you don't feel like you're political, easy enough, right? Just tweet it.
If you don't care about restaurants, don't even fucking bother. Just
Restaurants
in our
are
hands.
political, right? We love our restaurants.
Restaurants aren't political. They're food and drinks. My God.
Are political.
Hey,
We
you know
pay
what?
taxes. Immense amount of taxes.
So they're nonpartisan. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh,
I want this for my birthday. I want you to click that link and do the thing. Do the damn thing.
I was going to ask
Let's do it again, only in big screen now.
It's my birthday tomorrow. I will be a young and robust 42. I'm definitely robust. Click on this link for my birthday present. Just do the damn thing.
I was expecting a third anniversary of your 39th birthday.
Listen, it's your birthday. Let us set you up with a case of ginger beer, my friend. Send me the address. We'll bring a case right over to you. Just because it's your birthday. Yeah?
You, yes.
Oh, it's my birthday too.
Ooh, everybody's birthday?
No.
You has a birthday too?
You can only have a birthday. You can't have a birthday two. We're not on part two.
Birthday 2, return of the birthday. It's coronavirus days, as we call them. So, like, it's not like the before times. We don't even know what day it is. Do you even know what day it is? I have no idea. It could be my birthday. I have no clue. Happy birthday, Adam. Hey, speaking of call-outs, if you love restaurants, do this. But also, if you love the show, do that. Check it out. SocialDistanceDrinkingClub.com. We have T-shirts. Those are cool.
Ledford, what do you have to say about the T-shirts?
It's my birthday tomorrow. Click on the link and then buy a T-shirt. No, I do want to highlight while I got the main screen. You took me off. The best present that I've gotten so far is from Brett and Ellie, and it is a giant monster tin of the best cheese in the world.
Is that?
It is Cougar Gold. It is a white cheddar cheese.
Hold on a second. Can we just quickly go back to? Can we go back to Brett doing a dance?
I was going like this.
That was a lot.
Adam, what's with the canned cheese? Well, what kind of cheese is that?
Thank you, because I think that's government cheese. But
No, that is the cheese.
Jamaica cheese, you guys.
That is the cheese that they make on campus at Washington State University in Pullman, and it sells out and is not particularly cheap to begin with.
Nice.
And it helps fund some of their agricultural research, I believe. And they have a couple of other flavors, but that's like the main breadwinner one.
Is it actual cheese?
Well aged, just like Adam Ledford.
Yeah, it's real. No, it's real cheese. They busted it out at a party back when you could talk to people in person, and I embarrassed myself with how much of that cheese I ate.
Hey, listen, I don't mean to offend anybody, but I'm from Jamaica, and we get cheese in a can, but that's because there's hardly any cows. Taste these cheese. There's hardly any cows on the island, so we don't do a lot of dairy, and so our cheese comes canned. I don't think it's cheese.
Oh, it's cheese. Also, I brought back some cheese curds, and then Ledford, I'll make you jealous. We also bought, but we ate it while we were up there, a ghost pepper cheese curd bag. That was delightful.
That sounds amazing. By the way, you're not baiting me into opening my Cougar Gold yet, live on air. I'm saving it, hoarding it.
I was going to try and
tomorrow.
I was going to bait you into doing it until you almost called it Cooter Gold, and then I got concerned with what was in that can.
Cooter Gold goes well on snatched chicken.
Hey, that's the only other canned cheese I know that's in the comment right there, and I don't think it's cheese.
Hold on, I'm looking this up because I need to show people.
Dwayne's just trying to get a can for himself from me.
Hold on, everybody.
It is.
We're talking over each other. Hold on a second. There's a lot of things. I didn't know the canned cheese.
We've been drinking.
The canned cheese was going to turn this into an episode of Crossfire. It's a controversial subject. But hang on.
People are sensitive about their cheese.
Apparently they are, but I've got to show people what I'm looking at here because you sent me some cheese. So I just it's called Tasty Cheese, everybody.
That's the cheese I grew up with. That's the only cheese that existed on my island. Because we don't do cheese.
But this looks like Cheese Whiz in a can because they didn't have anything to put in with compressed air.
What's that glob in the top left there? Jesus.
That's what happens when you freeze it.
Is this Jello cheese?
I think.
What's the difference here? Why is this one? Why is this
Fresh
one looking
cheddar?
like queso?
And
the other one
solidify like that.
See this? Do you see the little bread slice? That's That's Easter bun.
So that's traditionally what happens at Easter. So you know the whole business of not eating yeast during Lent. So we make that bun, which is kind of like Jamaica's version of a fruitcake, but way more delicious. And you throw a couple slices of that cheese on it. Oh goodness! Oh, it takes me all the way back. It's like Easter.
Yeah, and you burn your throat when you eat it.
Thank God they're clear enough to give us the amount of moisture it actually has. 44%. It's not that 22% shit. That stuff's too dry. This that 44% cheese. So like it's moist. You know, we're keeping it wet.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so expensive too. It's like $40 a can. Seriously.
You say 4 or 40?
40.
$40 a can?
Comes from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Do they have one? I'm sorry. Do they have one cow that they have to beg? Like, come on now.
She's very tired.
Been at it for a while.
Let me say, man, you do such a great job promoting the restaurant and promoting the food, but it's like Jamaican fruitcake with sliced canned cheese on it is not your best sell that I've ever.
Oh, it's delicious. Yeah. This is why 2 things you don't get from my island: cheese and wine. Yeah, we don't know what we're doing. I will admit it.
Okay.
By the way, I'm just convinced that Dwayne was trying to neg me into giving him a can of Cougar Gold.
Oh yeah.
I want to do that like a comparison, Brett, for sure.
I would be honored because here's the thing: I had up until this moment where Cougar Gold was revealed. That was the only cheese that ever existed in a can. I just thought that's how we did it, you know, because we're not really into cheese, you know.
I've had a lot of different cheeses that came in cans, but a lot of times they were like brined and like they were like sheep's milk cheeses or goat's milk cheeses, like Armenian, picnic cheese, which is just these little, they're like it's like a feta type thing, But this isn't feta. This is queso from Costco in a tuna can. And it is concerning.
I'm responsible enough to admit that I don't think it's cheese.
Okay, but how can we get some, and when can we taste it on the show together?
I like that idea. I like that better than Malort tasting.
Well, I gotta convince Ellie to open one of the cans that we got. Plus, we also brought back a fire can where it's like kind of like the pepper jack cheese, another tin, which is also delightful. So I don't know if I can give you a whole can, but I might be able to give you like a little wedge, and I don't think you guys live downtown, so I don't think you're too far away.
We'll do
All right, we'll work it out.
Socially distant cheese tasting.
I'm in. It'd be fun. Can we get tasty cheese somewhere? Should I look it up? I'm gonna find it if you don't.
The tasty cheese?
Yeah.
You can get it on Amazon. It's available.
It's like, yeah, we can get it. We'll breed the cheese.
But be warned, you may or may not get it. I've ordered stuff from Jamaica on Amazon. They're not so committed. They may or may not send it to you.
What are the chances that it's like running on island time, and if I order it today, I might get it sometime in the middle of 2021?
We ordered these very
Then we
9
can
years
share it
ago.
with you.
They never showed up.
By the way, when Dwayne said you may not get it, I interpreted that as you may not understand why I think this is good.
No, you'll pay for that. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
We're not sending it to
Yeah,
you.
island time. You'll get it.
Oh Lord.
You'll be 50, but you're gonna get it.
I wanna pivot real quick to Big Marble as we come to the close of the show. Before we do, for those of you just joining us, because a lot of people have come and gone, we've got Danielle, Leoni, and Dwayne Allen, the proprietors of the Breadfruit and Rum Bar and Big Marble Organics, this wonderful ginger beer that we are actually we're drinking right now. So, and we're going to talk about this next. But as we do that, it's at the point in the show where I think some of us are onto our second beverage. I know I am, and I probably look like it too. But have you guys opened anything new, boys?
I did. I opened this Brujeria Noche Oscura Scotch barrel, honey Scotch barrel, and it is unbelievable.
14%. Wow.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
It's pulling my Georgia right out. It's a great old beer.
Yeah, it didn't pull your Espanol right out. I opened this Brujeria.
Cerveza Grande.
Brujeria? Yeah, I think that's it.
Brett, you got something new in your hands?
Yeah, I opened Ren House Black Excellence.
Yes.
So dark, light cannot escape this grasp.
Really, really good stuff. If you guys, I don't know if you guys, you guys are familiar with Ren House Brewing Company, right, Dwayne, Danielle?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that beer?
No.
So that was part of the Black is Beautiful beers that people were doing. They did Black Excellence.
Oh, yes.
Luke, and all of the ingredients. So it's a stout, and all the ingredients are from Africa. So like Madagascar vanilla beans. I think he used Ethiopian coffee. Yeah. So
It's
Did the Republic do an article on that?
I believe so. Yep. And he came on the show. We talked about it here as well. So
yes. So
good stuff. Adam Green, what do you got?
I'm continuing through my Ren House of April collection with my last Mercury mine.
Why do you laugh? What's going on there? Why are we laughing at that?
We bought way too much beer in April.
Oh.
Like these end up in the back of the fridge, and it's like, oh crap, it's been like 4 months, and this beer was delicious when it was fresh, and it's still really good, less fresh. But it's like I should probably drink this because if I don't drink it now, then I'm just totally doing it a disservice.
Fair.
Was there a fight happening, or what was that all about?
No, he said he
No.
was going to meet me at Ren House. I mean, at Ren House at the Breadfruit. So we're going to be.
Is it a duel? I'm still on Hamilton time.
It's a duel. It's Hamilton, for sure.
Okay.
And real quick, Brooke, if you can't tell the difference between a rosé or a Cabernet Sauvignon, you should stop drinking immediately.
Oh, no, drink more. Just keep drinking more.
Brooke, you're doing great.
Cheers.
Yeah, you know what, Brooke? We got rid of him because we just distanced him from this conversation. We don't shame anybody from drinking what they want. You
We
can
haven't distanced anyone in a while.
cup of tea if you want to.
It wasn't me.
No, if this has bourbon or something in it, don't do that.
I mean, I'm trying not to promote, alcoholism. It's you can still drink tea and watch the show. We're the social distance, drink anything you want club. That's all.
We're not drinking elitists. We're cheese elitists.
Clearly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You haven't figured that
We're
out.
working on that. Yeah.
I thought we moved past that. You gonna bring that up?
We are. You called me an cheesist, and I feel like cheese elitist would have been better. But
So much.
Ken is drinking his TV streaming device in a gimlet, apparently. So that's cool.
hey,
I prefer the Sling Box vodka personally. But
I was crushing an Amazon Fire Stick whiskey earlier, and it was fire. Bananas. But my Chromecast Clover Club was like, woo.
Yusuf,
I had to restart my modem.
everyone wants to fight Yusuf, apparently.
I
We're
know.
going to line up a thing like him getting his ass kicked in different events.
What did I do? I don't know if you guys saw this. We got to get to the big Marvel stuff, but I got to tell you guys, we had Chef Tamara on last week, and we've decided that apparently choking me out for charity is going to be a thing. Since Tamara is a trained fighter, and if I last 8 seconds, then I guess we'll make it the charity of my choosing. And if she chokes me out in under 8 seconds, then the money will go to her charity.
Hey,
I don't
Yusuf.
think that's a good deal.
Worthy cause. No. Let's encourage. Worthy cause.
No, Yusuf. Hashtag jerk Yusuf choke point.
No, I don't think any hashtag should ever be a thing, and I really would love to
I
continue.
like it. If he can choke you out before 8 seconds, you get a free jerk
He's
chicken.
good. He's got a strong neck with
We'll
the beard and
wager.
everything.
We'll wager.
Got a strong neck.
You know what, Dwayne? That's the first time anyone has ever said that, and I appreciate it. But I also think that you just baited me into getting choked out, and you're gonna sit there and drink out of a straw just like that. You're gonna be like, "Really good."
Well, I'll be Dwayne that day.
I saw her like 2 days after that show, and got that goose egg semifredo that she was making. And I popped in to pick up my takeout order, and she's like, "Yeah, like 6 seconds." I don't think you'll make it that long.
to be fair, he seems very skilled. I told her I would also do it, but I want to see you do it first. But I think 4 seconds is
This isn't like skydiving where you watch the other person jump and you're like, "I don't think I'm gonna do it. Never mind."
That's exactly what it is.
Not gonna work.
Like, I'll volunteer to do it, but the second I step in the ring, I'm just going to fall over and be like, and we're out.
No trophy necessary. I'm good.
And go.
All right, real quick, we're going to bring up the other project you guys have been working so hard on, and we've brought it up before. We did a nice ginger beer tasting with you guys last time as well, but check it out, guys. Big Marble. It's a thing. It's all over. You guys were making deliveries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we deliver all throughout the valley. Like,
We'll limit it between within the freeway system. So the loop, 101, 102, 10, and the 17. So if you're in that boundary, we can bring it out to you for a nominal fee.
and in about a month, we're gonna have a huge delivery range. So right now it's kind of limited, but
Yeah.
soon to come.
In about a month, we'll move to national shipping. So you'll be able to order from any place in the States, anywhere in the country.
So I brought that up when we had our dear friend Matt James, who is out in Seattle, is involved in several bars there, but one of them being the famous Bathtub Gin & Co. in Seattle. That's a whole lot of face, guys. The Bathtub Gin & Co. out in
It's
Seattle.
a process, man. We have to hit enough buttons to get there. All right, stop it.
Some of us are good at it. Other people are you. Okay. But yeah, so I brought that up, and he asked, his first question was, so if I go to that website, can I get it up there? So I will call him tomorrow and tell him soon, very soon.
Yes, about a month.
But I'm sure if their bar wanted it to use, that might be a different process, right? Conversation. So I'll connect them. What do you guys?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You know, when this thing was conceived, it was set up as a wholesale operation. We really had no intention of doing retail. You were only going to get it from your favorite bar and restaurant, and so we're just now getting around to developing this. So it's taking a little bit of time, but it'll be up in about a month or so.
And it is absolutely delicious, guys. It's incredible. I crushed this drink so far, and I think I had more ginger beer in this one, but I double poured some rum. But
Oh, it goes so fast.
It
It's
does.
kind of painful. Like, you have to really monitor yourself, right? You're gonna get smashed.
You'll have to look out for these cups because this really makes the difference. These stainless steel cups. You can see. I don't know if you can see how frosty.
hang on, I want everyone to see that. So let's do that.
Yeah, see it. Yeah.
It's so cold, and it gets like this frosty coating on it, and it's like this ginger beer and rum drinks so well in a metal cup like this. So we'll have them soon, probably in a few weeks, and you'll see it on our website. So you can buy the cup, the straw, a Lewis bag, a mallet, a t-shirt, like whatever. You don't need a t-shirt to make a cocktail, so don't worry about that. But all the rest.
It does taste better though.
If you're
Trust
wearing a
me.
Big Marble t-shirt.
Yes, it makes a difference in the world.
Totally. But like, add it to your collection with a Social Distance Drinking Club T-shirt, so that one day
Yes.
you do that.
We should make it a package for sure.
I'm in. Sold. But let's do it. I'm going to show everyone your website real quick. And nice and spicy. It's not just a name. It is exactly what this is. It is nice and spicy. It's really good. BigMarble.com. And for people who don't know what a Lewis bag is, we'll have to touch on that for a second. But look, a delivery area, everybody. You can get it delivered. Look at that. Look at that. And that's actually, wait a minute. Are you guys in my hood? Oh, yeah. I'll see you soon. Oh, no. You're right outside of it. Right there.
We might make exceptions if you email us or
You
something or
know
text
people.
us. I mean,
I mean, is that
you have
not-
to stop somewhere. It can't deliver across the state, but yeah.
Oh, no.
If
That's,
you're watching this and you're just outside, just let us know.
Yeah, for anyone who wants to know where I live, it's actually in that blue area. You're good. I'm still in your blue. You're fine. I'm on the edge of it, but that makes it smaller. So, yeah, there we go.
Okay, since I'm in Tucson, I might have to have a proxy deliver my birthday case of Big Marble. Yeah. I'll come up.
We know it. We have
I guess I could have asked where you live before I offered, right? You'd be like, yeah, I am in Timbuktu.
He committed, Adam. Hold him to it.
He says that as if he's not going to get somebody to come down there, but we've had a mutual friend of ours that's made a trip to Tucson probably once every 2 weeks at this point.
Right, perfect.
Shuttle beer and stuff back and forth. So.
We have a pipeline established. It's totally good.
Yeah, we have a weird social distance bootlegging operation running. It's kind of wild.
Hey, tell Brandy she can pick up at the restaurant on Friday if she, if she's out in Mesa. So when we're doing the jerk chicken special, you can get a case or you can get a few bottles. They're all, available for purchase on the breadfruit.com.
Sweet.
So come see us. It's a lovely drive from Mesa into downtown Phoenix, Brandy.
Yeah, and they're not.
Enjoy.
Yeah, you're not. I mean, I'm probably equidistant depending on where in Mesa. So it's a nice drive. 20, 25 minutes. You're there. It's just I'm not. The only thing I'm not looking forward to, guys, when I come pick up jerk chicken on Friday, is getting there and not being able to like walk into this dimly lit, quietly shaken and stirred beverage situation, and then like just hearing the kitchen do its thing and having someone who I've never seen before come up to me at the front and ask me if I have a reservation.
Who are you again? You're like, no. Don't worry about it. I don't do reservations. I'm used to.
That's not true. I make reservations.
What I was going to say,
so I make a reservation.
what I was going to say to Brandy and our other friends that are out there in the far suburbs, it is the ideal time to make a drive downtown because there's not really rush hour traffic in social distance shutdown world. So what better time to come downtown when it won't take you that long?
Brett, sir, you are a brilliant man. If anybody tells you otherwise, you tell them no. Dwayne said, I'm brilliant. You go with that. That's wonderful. Thank you, sir, for pointing that out. Excellent.
Absolutely. Tell me more about how great I am. I appreciate that.
What just happened?
I don't know.
I may have distanced them so Brett's head doesn't get too big.
You don't distance the guest, Adam. This is why you couldn't take it.
Did you see what was happening just now? You even paying attention?
You just distance Brett. That's what you do. Get rid of.
No, because Brett's fine. They're the ones praising him.
Hey, and
Raising
Danielle
him.
has amazing things to say about Brad and wants to prop him up. We haven't seen him in a while, so you should tell him the day
Exactly.
before my birthday. Please, let's continue talking
How
about
about
how
this
great
guy?
Brad is.
Not this guy.
I mean, to be fair, usually it's Adam's grandmother complimenting everyone on this other than Adam Green.
But
She is our biggest fan. And
She's
That
36
doesn't
years
mean
of
Adam's
age,
grandma doesn't love him.
no,
Oh, no, she very much does.
We love you, Bubby.
but Bubby, we love you. She does love Adam. She loves all of us. She even has a Social Distancing Club T-shirt. But she, like, when we didn't do a show on Sunday, I'm sure she was just like, "Is everyone okay?" So, we're here, Bubby. Thanks for being here with us. But we're on that hour mark, guys. I know you stayed with us for an entire hour. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for your time. If you're watching right now, if you're watching later, remember you've got a couple of things you need to do. You need to go to thebreadfruit.com and get yourself. Whoops! Oh no, missed it because text message. Where downtown?
I'll point down really quick.
Come on,
We can make a whole show thing. Let's team effort. Everyone, 1, 2, 3, point.
Got it. I see it.
There
Okay.
we go.
Cool. Randy, you need to go here. Right? Right? And you can also order some of that. Right there. Or, heck, both of those things. Right? But if you want, you can also get some of that.
Yeah.
You know what the best part of that is? I think she was just asking for cross streets, and we didn't.
Yeah. That's good.
Least
That's my bad.
hopeful
I think it's
effort.
second in Fillmore or second in, what is it?
It's down there. Yeah.
Garfield. I don't
Go
know.
that way.
Go that.
Yeah, get to Roosevelt and Central, and then go this way.
And just you'll smell it. Ah, Randy.
Our job here is done at this point.
PJ, always take the over, man. It's my birthday tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. You win.
Someone owes me money now.
Hey, PJ, to be fair, Adam probably forgot like 3 times because that happens in old age.
All right. Good fun, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
come
love
back.
Adam, come back. We have to toast at the end of the show.
You know what's great though? When he leaves and there's a bunch of guitars and a piano behind him.
Yikes.
It looks like.
You should always exit the stage musically.
It's
But
usually how it works.
still looks cool.
Guys, since we're at the end of the show, Dwayne, Danielle, hang tight for a couple minutes after the show ends so we can just chat for a moment or two before you guys go and have your dinner. thank you for delaying that. I haven't eaten yet either, so I'll go eat after the show. But we have to have a toast, and I know I just had this delicious ginger beer, but God damn it, it's time for a truly.
Woo!
Man.
There we go.
He definitely regrets giving me that ability.
I do. I'm probably going to change my path. Cheers to you guys, and cheers to everyone who watched. Breadfruit.com. Order some jerky chicken. Cutoff's Thursday, right? So cutoff
Thursday
Thursday.
night. Get
Thursday
what you can.
Check it out. Thanks for joining. It's been another episode of Social Distance Freaky Club. Salud. We will catch you guys on Thursday, as a matter of fact, 7:30. Thanks for being here, guys.
Bye.